Hi, I'm Dr. Adrian Wells. In this video, we talk about 8 words can get laid every time. This is going to be good. Get ready to unlock a secret that most people will never discover. A hidden power in your words that can transform your interactions, elevate your connections, and give you an undeniable edge. If you've ever felt like you're missing something, like there's a deeper level of communication you haven't tapped into, then you need to stay with me until the very end. Because what I'm about to reveal isn't just theory, it's a profound understanding of human connection that will change everything. Don't miss out on the most powerful insight at the end. It's the key to everything. Subtle signals. We often think that communication is about what we say, but so much more lies in the unspoken, in the subtle currents beneath the surface of our words. Think about it. A doctor doesn't just treat symptoms. They look for the root cause, the deeper mechanisms at play. The same applies to how we connect with others. Every interaction is a complex symphony of conscious and unconscious signals, and most people are completely oblivious to the powerful notes they're either hitting or missing. We walk through life assuming everyone operates on the same superficial level, but that's a dangerous misconception. The truly discerning individual understands that influence isn't about manipulation. It's about alignment, about creating a resonance that naturally draws people in. It's about planting seeds of connection that grow into something profound, something real. When you start to pay attention to these subtle signals, you begin to see the world and your interactions within it in a completely new light. It's like gaining a sixth sense, an X-ray vision into the human psyche that allows you to navigate social landscapes with unparalleled grace and effectiveness. This isn't about being disingenuous, it's about being incredibly perceptive. Most people are broadcasting on a very narrow, low-frequency band, and they wonder why their messages aren't getting through. They're focused on the surface-level mechanics, the what to say, rather than the how to be. But true connection, the kind that creates lasting impact, operates on a much deeper frequency. It's an energetic exchange, a subtle dance of intention and perception. When you align your internal state with your external expression, when your words carry a genuine weight and a clear, positive intention, that's when the magic happens. It's like finding the right key for a complex lock. Suddenly, doors that seemed impenetrable begin to open effortlessly. This isn't about memorizing lines, it's about cultivating a presence, an aura that naturally commands attention and respect. It's about understanding the delicate balance between vulnerability and strength, between assertive confidence and empathetic understanding. You become a beacon, a gravitational force that naturally attracts what you desire, not through force, but through intrinsic appeal. Imagine for a moment that every conversation is like a delicate ecosystem. If you introduce the right elements, if you nurture the environment with precision and care, then life flourishes. But if you throw in random, ill-suited components, you disrupt the natural order and nothing meaningful can take root. The words we choose are those elements, and their impact is far more profound than most realize. They're not just carriers of information, they're energetic imprints, shaping the perception of those who receive them. When you understand this fundamental principle, you stop seeing communication as a casual exchange and start seeing it as a powerful art form. You become a sculptor of interactions, carefully choosing each word to craft an experience that is both impactful and authentic. This isn't about trying to be someone you're not. It's about refining who you are, enhancing your inherent strengths, and expressing them with unparalleled clarity and resonance. It's about elevating every single interaction into an opportunity for genuine connection. Inner game. Before you even open your mouth, the game has already begun, and the battlefield is entirely within you. Your inner state, your beliefs about yourself and the world, your underlying confidence or lack thereof, these are the invisible forces that dictate the outcome of every interaction. Most people are so focused on external tactics, on the perfect pickup line, or the right thing to say, that they completely neglect the foundational work. Cultivating an unshakable inner game. It's like trying to build a magnificent skyscraper on a foundation of sand. No matter how impressive the structure appears, it's destined to crumble. True charisma, genuine attraction, and lasting influence emanate from a place of deep self-assurance, not from external validation. It's a quiet strength, an unshakable knowing that radiates outward and impacts everyone you encounter. Think about the individuals who command respect and attention effortlessly. It's rarely about their physical appearance or their elaborate words. It's about their presence, their aura, the way they carry themselves. This presence isn't an act, it's a reflection of their internal landscape. They've done the work, they've faced their insecurities, they've built a robust sense of self-worth from the inside out. When you operate from this place of intrinsic value, your words take on a different weight, your intentions become clearer, and your actions become more aligned. You stop seeking approval and start radiating authenticity. This isn't about ego. It's about integrity. It's about being so comfortable and secure in your own skin that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. That, my friends, is the ultimate superpower, and it's entirely within your control to cultivate it. The biggest mistake people make is believing that they need to get something from others to feel good about themselves. This creates a desperate, needy energy that repels rather than attracts. Instead, shift your focus to what you can offer. What value do you bring to the conversation, to the interaction, to the other person's life? When you operate from a place of generosity, of wanting to genuinely connect and contribute, your energy shifts dramatically. You become a source of positive impact, and people are naturally drawn to that. This isn't about being a doormat, it's about being a high-value individual who understands the fundamental principles of human exchange. When your inner game is strong, your external actions become powerful extensions of that strength. You become magnetic, not because you're trying to impress, but because you genuinely have something meaningful to share. Strategic language. Now let's talk about the specific architecture of language, the precise words that act as keys to unlock deeper connection. This isn't about manipulation. It's about understanding the psychology of persuasion and building rapport with precision. Most people speak in broad strokes, using generic phrases that blend into the background noise. But there are certain linguistic patterns, certain word choices, that resonate on a much deeper, almost subconscious level. It's like a master chef understanding the exact combination of spices to create an unforgettable flavor. Each element serves a specific purpose, contributing to the overall symphony. We're talking about words that bypass the logical mind and speak directly to emotion, to intuition, to the parts of us that truly make decisions. These words aren't complicated. In fact, their power lies in their simplicity and their ability to evoke a specific, desired response. Think of them as anchors, creating powerful associations and drawing people into a shared experience. The mistake most people make is trying to sound impressive or articulate. While eloquence has its place, true impact comes from clarity, from directness, and from understanding the emotional triggers that move people. It's about choosing words that paint vivid pictures, that create a sense of intrigue, and that foster a feeling of genuine connection. This is about being a linguistic architect, carefully constructing your sentences to achieve a specific desired outcome. You're not just speaking, you're creating a narrative, an experience that the other person becomes a part of. The most powerful words are often those that invite collaboration, that suggest a shared journey, or that acknowledge a deeper, unspoken understanding. They are words that build bridges, not walls. They are words that convey confidence without arrogance, empathy without pity, and interest without desperation. When you master the art of strategic language, you stop guessing and start creating intentional, impactful conversations. You become a master communicator, not because you're following a rigid script, but because you understand the underlying principles that govern human interaction. You learn to speak in a way that resonates with the other person's deepest desires and aspirations, creating an undeniable pull. Emotional resonance. The human experience is fundamentally driven by emotion, not by logic. We rationalize our decisions with logic, but the initial spark, the true impetus, almost always comes from a feeling, a gut instinct. If you want to connect with someone on a profound level, if you want to create a lasting impression, you must tap into that wellspring of emotion. Most conversations are sterile, intellectual exchanges, completely devoid of the vibrant emotional tapestry that makes us human. But when you learn to speak in a way that resonates emotionally, you bypass the defenses, you penetrate the surface, and you connect with the very essence of the other person. It's like a musician hitting a perfect chord that vibrates through your entire being. This isn't about being overly dramatic or theatrical. It's about being authentic and allowing your genuine feelings to color your words. It's about using language that evokes a sense of wonder, excitement, curiosity, or even shared vulnerability. When you share a piece of yourself, when you express a genuine emotion, you invite the other person to do the same. This creates a powerful feedback loop of connection, a shared emotional landscape where true intimacy can flourish. The mistake many people make is trying to hide their emotions, to appear cool and detached. But true strength lies in the courage to be vulnerable, to be real, to allow your humanity to shine through. That's what truly captivates and draws people closer. Think about the stories that stick with you, the conversations that you remember years later. They are almost always tinged with emotion. They made you feel something: joy, sadness, inspiration, hope. Your words have the power to do the same. When you infuse your language with genuine emotion, when you speak from the heart, you create an experience for the listener that is unforgettable. You become a storyteller, an artist who paints with words, evoking a rich tapestry of feelings that draws the other person into your world. This is the ultimate form of connection, the deepest level of rapport. It's not about what you say, it's about how you make them feel. And that, my friends, is where true influence and lasting relationships are forged. Genuine interest. One of the most profound human desires is to be seen, to be heard, to be truly understood. In a world saturated with noise and distraction, genuine interest is a rare and precious commodity. When you give someone your undivided attention, when you listen with the intention to truly comprehend, not just to respond, you create an immediate and powerful bond. Most people are so preoccupied with what they want to say, with how they want to present themselves, that they completely miss the opportunity to genuinely connect by listening. But true connection begins with curiosity, with an authentic desire to learn about the other person's world, their experiences, their dreams, and their fears. Imagine you're a detective, piecing together clues to understand a complex mystery. That's the mindset you should adopt when engaging with someone new. Ask insightful questions, listen intently to their answers, and follow up with further questions that demonstrate you've truly heard them. This isn't about interrogation, it's about exploration. It's about showing that you value their perspective, that you respect their journey, and that you are genuinely interested in who they are as a person. This level of attention is incredibly flattering and deeply disarming. It builds trust almost immediately, creating a safe space for true connection to unfold. Most people are starving for this kind of genuine engagement, and when you provide it, you become an oasis in a desert of superficiality. The beauty of genuine interest is that it's inherently reciprocal. When you show authentic interest in someone, they are naturally inclined to reciprocate that interest. It creates a virtuous cycle of connection where both parties feel valued and understood. This isn't a tactic, it's a fundamental principle of human interaction. It's about shifting your focus from yourself to the other person, from trying to impress to genuinely trying to understand. When you do this, you become incredibly attractive, not because you're playing a game, but because you're embodying a rare and powerful human quality. This is the foundation upon which all meaningful relationships are built, and it's a skill that can be cultivated and refined with practice. Future pacing. Human beings are creatures of aspiration, constantly looking towards what's next, what's possible, what the future holds. When you can skillfully weave future possibilities into your conversations, you create a powerful sense of anticipation, excitement, and shared potential. This isn't about making grand promises. It's about painting a vivid picture of what could be, what a shared experience or connection might feel like. It's about tapping into the other person's hopes and dreams and subtly aligning them with your presence. Most people get stuck in the present or dwell on the past, but the truly compelling individual understands the power of guiding someone's imagination towards a more desirable future. It's like a master storyteller setting the scene for an epic adventure, making you feel as though you're already a part of it. This technique is incredibly subtle, yet profoundly effective. It involves using language that hints at shared experiences, future moments, or evolving connections without being explicit or presumptuous. For example, instead of saying, "I had fun tonight," you might say, "I can imagine us having similar great times in the future," creating an open-ended invitation. This plants a seed of possibility, allowing the other person to envision themselves alongside you, experiencing positive future events. It's about creating a subtle gravitational pull towards a shared future, making them feel like they're already on a journey with you. This isn't about being manipulative. It's about understanding how the human mind processes potential and desire and gently guiding that process. When you master future pacing, you become a sculptor of dreams, an architect of shared narratives. You move beyond the mundane present and elevate the conversation into a realm of exciting possibilities. This creates a profound sense of connection and anticipation, making the other person eager to explore what lies ahead with you. It's a powerful way to transition from a casual interaction to something deeper and more meaningful without any awkwardness or forced declarations. You're not demanding a future, you're inviting them to imagine one with you, which is far more compelling and attractive. This is about creating a sense of shared destiny, making them feel like your paths are naturally converging towards something wonderful. Shared values. At the core of every deep and lasting connection lies a foundation of shared values. We are naturally drawn to those who see the world similarly, who prioritize the same things, and who resonate with our fundamental beliefs. When you can subtly identify and articulate shared values in your conversations, you create an incredibly powerful sense of alignment and belonging. This isn't about imposing your beliefs on someone else. It's about discovering the common ground, the fundamental principles that you both hold dear. Most people focus on superficial commonalities, shared hobbies or interests, but the truly discerning individual goes deeper, looking for the underlying values that drive those interests. Think about the moments when you've felt an instant connection with someone. It's often because you've discovered a shared principle, a mutual understanding of what truly matters in life. This creates a sense of profound recognition, a feeling of, finally, someone who gets it. When you use language that speaks to these deeper values, you bypass the intellectual defenses and connect directly with the heart. You're not just having a conversation, you're building a shared philosophy, a common understanding of what it means to live a good life. This is incredibly powerful because it appeals to something far more fundamental than superficial attraction. It appeals to the very essence of who we are. Identifying and expressing shared values requires a heightened sense of awareness and a willingness to explore deeper themes in conversation. It's about listening not just for facts, but for the underlying motivations, the core beliefs that shape a person's world. When you can articulate these shared values, you create an undeniable bond, a sense of unity that transcends mere words. You become a kindred spirit, someone who truly understands and appreciates the other person's deepest convictions. This is the bedrock of profound connection, the secret to building relationships that are not only passionate, but also deeply meaningful and enduring. This is where true resonance lives, and it's a game changer. Embrace authenticity. Ultimately, the most powerful tool you possess, the one that transcends all techniques and strategies, is your own authentic self. In a world brimming with curated personas and manufactured perfection, genuine authenticity is incredibly rare and profoundly attractive. When you stop trying to be someone you're not, when you shed the masks and allow your true self to shine through, you create an irresistible magnetic field. People are drawn to truth, to vulnerability, to the raw, unedited beauty of a human being who is comfortable in their own skin. This isn't about being perfect, it's about being real, flaws and all. The greatest connections are forged not in pretense, but in the brave act of showing up as exactly who you are. The mistake most people make is believing they need to impress, to put on a show, to live up to some external ideal. But this creates a subtle barrier, a sense of inauthenticity that people can instinctively feel. When you embrace your true self, when you speak from your heart and allow your genuine personality to come through, you create an immediate sense of trust and rapport. You invite the other person to be authentic in return, fostering a space where true connection can flourish without judgment or pretense. This is about cultivating a deep self-acceptance, knowing that your uniqueness is your greatest strength, not a weakness to be hidden. True attraction doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from being courageously, unapologetically yourself. When you operate from a place of genuine authenticity, your words carry a different weight, your presence becomes more impactful, and your connections become infinitely more meaningful. You stop seeking external validation and start radiating an inner confidence that is profoundly attractive. This is the ultimate secret, the master key that unlocks all doors. It's about realizing that the most powerful thing you can ever be in any interaction is simply you. Embrace that and watch how your world transforms. The journey to profound connection isn't about tricks or manipulation. It's about understanding the deep currents of human psychology, mastering your inner state, and using language with precision and authenticity. These 8 words, when integrated into your mindset and expressed from a place of genuine self-worth, aren't just words. They are keys to unlocking deeper bonds, creating undeniable attraction, and building relationships that are truly extraordinary. The final insight, the one you've waited for, is this. The power isn't in the words themselves, but in the profound internal shift that allows you to wield them with intention, integrity, and genuine connection. Master yourself, and your words will become irresistible. YouTube comment. I'm speechless. I've always felt like something was missing in my interactions, like I was speaking a different language. This isn't just about getting laid, it's about understanding human connection on a whole new level. The part about inner game really hit me hard. Thank you for this profound insight. Definitely rewatching this.